the men, not the boys. The heaven should pass away with a great noise. The 2 Peter 3 and 10. God know he coming back. Tell a friend to repent. Oh, he gone with the wind. Free smoke, free smoke. And that is thus said the Lord. I caught a murder that he wrote, just like Noah on the boat. Matthew 24, verse 36 on down. The hour nobody knows. Like a thief in the night, when the Christ coming back here, life switching what the Father want. That's my business. When we keep the laws, that's righteousness. Yeah. You gotta pass the test. My people scattered abroad, from the east to the west.
Basically, everything y'all talking about.
You know your history.
I'm now reading a book called
How old you is?
Cracking the symbol codes. Do you read the Bible?
No, but my dad's a pastor.
Your dad's. Okay. All right. I want to show you something. Your dad's the pastor, but he probably never told you some stuff.
Right. I just tried to have this conversation with him, and he got a little pastory.
Well, let me show you. Can I show you something? All right, I want you to give me Deuteronomy 1:1. Let me show you who you are, because if I ask you your nationality right now, what you say? You say Rocky, because you probably that are indigenous. Okay, all right. I understand now. As far as your father goes, what would he call himself? Black or African American? I want you to look on this sign. The Bible calls us, God calls us Judah. The other people call us American blacks. But we're going to go a little further. We're going to show you something, okay? Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who is Moses talking to? I want to hear a word. I want you to look. What's your name? Sorry. I'm Obadiah. Read that again. Read this again.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who is Moses talking to? He said, all Israel. Right. You got it. This is the book of Deuteronomy. And we're going to go further into the book of Deuteronomy. We know Moses is talking to the Israelites. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. He's going to tell the Israelites something.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
We're going to read what Moses told the Israelites in the book of Deuteronomy. Because he's speaking only to them. He's not talking to the Arab man. He's not talking to the so-called white man. He's talking to the Israelites. And we're going to find out. Read.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the Israelites if they didn't keep God's commandments, a bunch of curses was going to come upon them and overtake them. Now, you and I both know a curse is a bad thing, right? Right. Let's read some of the curses. Read. Verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So it said, cursed shall thou be in the city. Now, in the city of Hattiesburg, who's cursed? Who's getting shot down the street? Who getting shot down by the police? Any city in the United States, we getting killed. You go to any city in the ghetto, who living in the ghetto? Exactly. So this, read again. Read the next one.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Who was cursed in the cotton field? These sisters picking cotton, these brothers picking cotton. Who was cursed? Who was that? That was us. That was us. Even now, you been to college? You're in the college. What's your field of study? You're a nutritionist. Okay. Even when you get out of college, you get a job. Even in your field of study, you're going to be the less paid. Because, right. Because if you go get a job, you still going to be cursed in the field. Even your field of study. Right. Give me on verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Who did that happen to? Us. This happened to us. Right. This happened to us. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail and longing for them all the days long.
So you ever seen 12 Years a Slave? Seen that movie 12 Years a Slave? You remember they took the woman child? What she did all day? When they took the chick crying, she couldn't do nothing. Read.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
There was no might in her hand to go get her children back. Even when they took our children on these auction blocks, we couldn't do nothing about it. We didn't have no military might, no money might. We couldn't get our kids back. Now, I need you to understand this. This Bible has said that this is going to happen to the Israelites. But we know that this happened to us. So who are we? We the Israelites.
That's right.
You understand? See, our history, this is our history book. This is for nobody else. You understand that? Let me show you something. Right. That's what we do. We come back, we learn who we are as a people. Right. And this is the same Bible that we have on our dashboard. That they have. Right. Let me show you something. Give me verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
He said we become an astonishment, a proverb, meaning that if you want to hide something from a black person, you put it in a what? In a book. You understand that? A byword, we going around calling ourselves African American. There's no such thing. Africa was conquered by this guy named Leo Scipius Africanus. He was a Roman general, a so-called white man. And America was Amerigo Vespucci. That's where America gets his name from, was an Italian map maker named Amerigo Vespucci. So African American, we're two so-called white men. We can't come from that. We got melanin. We can't come from that. So what kind of sense does that make? It say we become a what?
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
So that's a proverb and a byword amongst all these nations. Give me verse 47.
Verse 47. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder.
Talking about these curses was going to be upon the children of Israel for a sign and a wonder. Meaning, if I want to know, like, how do I know where I'm at right now? Signs. On 7th and North 25th. So read that again.
And
these curses
shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So these curses are going to be upon the children of Israel forever. So we can look at the children of Israel and see the curses upon them. That's how we know who they are. That's right. How we know we the Israelites, because these curses are still on our people. You understand that? Like we would seem to think that we free right now, but we still slaves right now. Give me verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies.
So God said we was going to serve our enemies, not our friends. Enemies. I need you to understand the enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
God sent these enemies against us because we broke his commandments. These curses upon us. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger. If I want something to eat, who I got to go to get it from? Read.
And in thirst.
If I want something to drink, who I get it from? Read.
And in nakedness.
If I want clothes, who I get it from? Read.
And in the want of all things.
If I want a driver's license, education, a birth certificate, whatever, toilet paper. I get it from the so-called white man. Read. This particular enemy, read.
And he.
This particular enemy here, he'll look different than other enemies. Guess what he gonna do?
Shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
This guy, this particular enemy put a yoke of iron. Who did that? The so-called white man did that to us. Put a yoke of iron upon our necks until when? Until, see, you don't see no yoke of iron upon our necks right now because they all during 1865, the Emancipation Proclamation, which Abraham Lincoln brought forth. The next of iron, the chains of iron came off until when?
He have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed us. We've been so mentally destroyed. We'll celebrate 4th of July tomorrow. We'll celebrate 4th of July tomorrow. During 1776, our people were still in chains. They got independence from the from Great Britain. That's how destroyed. We didn't last one again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
All the way those yokes of iron came off our necks, we was calling ourselves African Americans. We was calling ourselves black. We was calling ourselves Negro. We was calling ourselves. I'm celebrating the 4th of July. I want to hunt rabbit eggs for Easter. How dumb can you be? How destroyed as a people can we be to run around and hunt for some rabbit eggs? And rabbit don't even lay eggs. Right.
We don't lay eggs.
Right. How do we get to this side of the world?
We lay eggs the right way.
How do we get to America? A historical fact. How did? Right. On what? What mode of transportation? Let's read it. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Read that.
We got America.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
So It said the Lord was going to bring thee into Egypt. We need to understand what the word Egypt means, because we know that the Israelites had just fled out of Egypt. They walked out of that. Let's see what the word Egypt means. Read.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous with bondage. Another word for bondage is captivity. Another word for captivity.
What is another word for captivity?
I'm
gonna be 50 years
what we are now. What are we now as a people? Yeah, but we are still slaves. So another word for captivity is slavery. Another word for Egypt means bondage, which means captivity, which means slavery. Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt,
which means slavery,
again with ships.
How?
With ships.
How?
With ships.
How do we get to America? On ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again.
Talking about our homeland, Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the motherland. That's where we all come from. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Once we got off of those slave ships, the Bible said we was going to be sold to our enemies, not our friends. So, if the Bible said we're going to be sold unto our enemy, who bought us when we got off those slave ships?
The white folks.
So the Bible calls them our what? Read it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
You're going to be sold to your enemies. Who bought us?
The white folks.
So what did the Bible call them? They're not our friends. They're our enemies. They sold us. Friends don't sell friends. They taught us that Africans sold Africans. Actually, what happened is Africans sold Israelites. No, we ain't no right on that. God, if God is a just God, they gonna get punishment for that, bro.
That's right.
You must understand that. Read that again.
Who is your God?
And ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
No man shall buy you, which the old Quaker word means redeemers. Like Martin Luther King tried to redeem us. Malcolm X tried to redeem us. Marcus Garvey tried to redeem us. Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. All these people try to redeem us. All these people try to. Let me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you a question. Who is this? Who is that? You see that? You see
That
that?
one God, that one I gotta go to.
See, you said that's Jesus, right?
See, you can learn a lot from a dummy.
Hey, bro, you exactly right.
A dumb ain't no but a dummy.
Now ask me another. I'm gonna ask you another question. One more time. Who is this again?
My Jesus Christ.
I want you to see that, bro. Now, let me show you something, sis. Let me show you something. I want to show you something too,
He's the
bro.
only one gonna take me
Let me show you. Give me Revelation 1:14. Can I show you something, sis? But you understand what's going on here, right? This brother here said this white man is his God. So when you lay down at night, you close your eyes, you pray. You pray to this guy?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the truth. You pray to him.
And I get up in there and say, thank God for another day.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Revelation 1:14.
Ain't no black man
Let me show you.
tell me that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the Bible said that Jesus Christ got hair that's white and woolly.
That's my God overboard.
If this guy got white hair, is it woolly?
What he got? He
No,
got
listen.
God.
You believe the Bible or you believe that picture?
I believe all of them.
You believe the Bible? Let's read the Bible again. Read the Bible.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
You understand that, sis? The scripture said Jesus Christ's hair was white and woolly. Who has woolly hair on the face of this earth? Who has woolly hair? We got woolly hair. Now this guy got white woolly hair. This guy got white woolly hair, but definitely not this guy.
I'm gonna ask you one thing.
Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Hey, bro. You heard
They say
this,
a
man?
man of the best, man.
Bro, come on, bro.
Listen,
A
bro.
man of the best.
This is the depiction of Christ right here, bro. This is the depiction of Christ. This is the so-called white man. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's the devil, bro. That's the devil the Bible speak of, bro. He the devil the Bible speak of. That says your boy Jay. He the demon. He the devil. He the want to put you in slavery, bro. And you gonna sit up there and pray to him. He can put you in slavery, bro. You understand that, bro? Bro, this is the devil. This is the devil. Hey, bro, listen to your brother. You listen to your brother, man. Listen to your brother. Listen to him, man. We gotta get
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So Jesus Christ got white woolly hair.
That's right.
This is right. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Hey, hold on, sis. What's your nationality? What's your nationality?
See, my grandma.
You an Israelite, sis.
My grandma.
right.
Israelite. Read.
My grandma.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a furnace.
So Christ is a black man. Christ is a black man, brother.
Let's go, bro.
Not this demon on this thing right here, bro.
Come on, bro.
Hey, sis,
That's it, bro.
you're not gonna celebrate 4th of July tomorrow, are you?
I know what you're preaching.
All right. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Let me ask you a question. What's your nationality, bro? Hey, listen.
I ain't no black man. I ain't no African American.
Right. Let me ask you a question. You got your meat seasoned for the month?
Why would I celebrate a European
Right.
freedom?
You are exactly right, bro.
That's European.
That's right. 1776, we was in the cotton field.
They got their freedom from Great Britain.
Right. You right. Right, bro. Right.
I'm gonna let you know one thing
Hey,
before I go.
you know what you gotta do now?
You say you is
Listen to
from
this.
Israel.
That's why you leave.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel,
So you know you're an Israelite.
what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What the Most High God require of you?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, and to serve him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord. And his statutes.
So you gotta keep God's commandments, bro. You gotta keep God's commandments. What you got, sis? What you got? Come here. Come here. No, come here. Don't run.
I like the way y'all speak.
Man, listen, man. Who is this?
I lost my grandmother 20 years ago.
Who is this?
She was the same thing y'all.
Who is this right here?
Tried to warn them.
Who is this?
Mama.
How you doing, sis?
Good, how y'all doing?
You all right?
Good.
Do you-
God bless you. God bless you.
Let me ask you a question. You know your nationality?
Yes, I do.
What is your nationality? Black and some more stuff. So how do I get to the land of black and some more stuff?
How do you get to the land?
The land of black.
Land of black.
You said that's your nationality. That means that's the nation somewhere. That's no. See, that's not who we are. Black is a color in the crayon box.
That's right.
African American, that's a byword. That means that Leo Scipio Africanus conquered Africa, Hannibal during the Second Punic War. Then this other guy, Amerigo Vespucci.
Hey, baby.
Amerigo Vespucci is another so-called white man. So we can't come from two white men, can we? No. What we are here teaching our people we are the Israelites, bro.
That's right.
We're God's chosen people. We must come back and keep God's commandments.
That's true.
The reason that we in this captivity right now is because we break God's commandments constantly. This guy here is not Christ. This is Cesar Bose. This is Cesar Bose. Pope Alexander the Sixth son. The sixth son. A so-called white man's son. Right. You understand that? Christ, according to the Bible, looks like this, was depicted like this.
He wasn't a pope.
Pope Alexander the Sixth, he was a pope.
He wasn't a pope.
He was a pope, bro. We got the
He
proof.
was a crusader.
He was a pope, but anyway,
He was a crusader.
the so-called white
That's
man.
right, though.
I believe all of us as individuals, and everyone has their own relationship with God.
Well, okay,
When you see the face of God, that could be any face.
can I show you this? Revelation 1:14. Can I show you? Don't run, bro. Don't run, bro. Read it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is talking about Christ. Said he got white woolly hair. You understand that? Who on the face of this planet has woolly hair?
Yeah, that sounds
Us.
like a great hand.
Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
So I'm looking at your feet. Your feet the same color as your face. It said his feet like fine brass, meaning like a penny. Read.
As if they were burned in a furnace.
Sis, if you burn anything in the furnace, what color it turn?
Hey,
So what color was Christ?
Okay.
He was a black man. So we know it. We got records of what Christ was. You understand that?
You know it, baby. But
Let me show, show me Job. Give me Job 33. Let me show you something. Let me show you. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to come back and go to our Bible and read, because they taught, the people that taught us this Bible, they taught us wrong. But now we can read and write.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You ever heard of
gotta see it till you see it.
you ever heard of Job? You ever heard of Job? Was Job a black man?
You gotta see it.
Read.
The book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30.
So this is the book of Job.
My skin is black upon me.
What color Job is, sis? What color? What color? What's up? What color Job is, sis?
I got to go, y'all.
What color Job
We
is?
know who we are.
Read it again.
We know who
My
we are.
skin is
But the
black
sad part
upon
is
me.
what I'm
So
trying to
we
get
got
you.
to
Bring it out.
I need to show you something, though, sis.
Only the willing.
I'm gonna see if you're gonna be willing. Let me see if you're gonna be willing to do this. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination.
What does that mean, sis?
Yeah, that's wrong. They've been doing it, but how many years back?
So
it's
what do-
going way back before folks even knew.
That's why we got to.
Stand there and wore women fucking clothes.
That's why we got to come back and keep God's commandments. You understand that? So who gonna fix it? Who gonna fix it? You got to fix it, right?
I can't fix the world.
You got to fix yourself, right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
do you wear
Every
men?
man
Do you wear men's garments? Do you wear men's garments? Read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Our job is to warn you, sis. If you keep doing this, the Most High gonna kill you.
Yeah.
That's what we telling you.
Yeah.
So, do you have on modest apparel right now?
I don't have
Modest apparel.
Yeah.
She have modest apparel.
If you talking about this,
What? So listen. What is women's clothes?
dresses, skirts.
So, do you have on a dress or a skirt right
I do
now?
not.
So, do you have on women's clothes?
Those are not the only women's clothes.
Listen, sis.
Those are not
Listen,
the
sis.
only
Let me-
women's clothes.
Can I break it down?
I'm not a Christian.
We not Christians also. We
I'm not a
we the Israelites.
I'm not a
That's
Christian.
right.
Hey, sister
I'm
in the
not a
car.
Christian.
Sister in the
I'm
car.
lying
Let
to
me ask you a
today,
question.
But I am a child of
When
God.
you go to the bathroom and you can't read or write,
Yeah.
they got signs on the door
Right.
that let you know which one for the women and which one for the man.
Exactly.
Now the one for the women, what does it have on? What does that sign represent? Common sense. A woman's supposed to wear a dress.
That's right.
Right, you got it, sis. Look at these sisters out here picking cotton in the hot cotton field. Guess what they got on? What they got on, sis? Let me ask you another question. Are you married? Any one of y'all married? You married? If you decide to get married, what's going to be your attire when you get married? A what? Why? Why you not going to wear them tights?
Because, you know, this is inappropriate. It's a time and a place for
It ain't no time and a place for that, sis. A woman should feel like a princess all the time.
That's
Put on a
right.
dress.
Yeah,
Put on a dress. That day you get married,
and she
that's
should
the way.
be treated like one.
Exactly.
You tell me why a woman like me, 40 years old,
Right.
with 2 children, not married,
Right.
ain't never been married.
Right, sis.
Why?
You
Why?
need a
Why?
godly man.
Why? I
You need a
godly
godly man,
But we got
sis.
so many
That's
of
why.
us want to play with balls.
And another thing, you
want to be with a man.
That's what the scripture
They don't
said.
want to wear a dress.
That's exactly right. That's what we out here teaching our people to stand up and be men. Give me Psalm 94, 94 and 16. So are you gonna stand up for the Most High God?
I am.
Are you gonna stand up? Are you gonna do what He say do? Read the scripture then, because I need you. That's what God just said. God just said that. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
God said, who gonna rise up for Him against the evildoer?
Stand.
Read.
Who will stand for me against the workers of iniquity?
So who gonna stand up for me for the workers of iniquity? Who gonna stand up for me for the workers of iniquity? Me. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
go ahead.
So what is sin?
Sin is when you are
1 John
not
3 and 4.
abiding by the commandments.
The
When
commandment.
you're living against the word of God.
Okay, so we're gonna read what sin is. Then we're gonna go back and read Deuteronomy 22 and 5. We're gonna find out whether you are in sin.
I don't need you to tell me if I'm in sin.
That's-
I'm finna go. I came here to touch in and stand in what
Right.
you're doing
Right.
because I agree with it and I understand.
Isaiah
what you're
58:1.
saying. But
Isaiah 58:1.
I'm a sinner, just
Right.
as you are a sinner. You standing up here giving the Lord's word, but
Right.
you and I both know when you
Right.
leave here, you probably gonna go have you a drink. And the Lord said, don't do that.
Wait,
So
say that. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait.
Greater than the other.
Right, what you talking about, sis?
That's right.
What do you mean?
Hold up.
What do you mean? Read it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud,
The Bible said, cry aloud.
spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Right to drink.
Listen, sis.
You can
Hold on, give me
partake
1
in the
Timothy.
spirit, just
Give
don't
me
let
1
it
Timothy
partake
2
of
and
you.
11.
If it
See,
takes
hey,
you
listen.
to drink,
Listen, you got to listen. You got to humble down. See, that may be the reason that you ain't got no husband right now, because you won't keep your mouth shut. You got to learn in silence.
No.
According to the Bible. Read it.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence.
You got to hush up, sis. You got to
I
learn.
do hush.
You
I know
understand?
how to be quiet. I know how to live.
Tell her again, sis. Tell her again.
She want me to get in the car.
You got to listen, sis. Read it again.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
Then the scripture says, the Bible says you got to be quiet and learn, sis. You get back to Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Matter of fact, 1 Timothy 2 and
When you ask
2
me
and
something,
9.
I reiterate
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that the woman adorn herself in modest apparel.
So a woman got to have on modest apparel. You're not supposed to be showing all your curves out here to everybody. Guess who that's for? Guess who that's for? That's for your husband. Now, if anybody out, that's for your husband.
Yeah.
Your husband.
Yeah.
Because see, if a man see you out here and you dress sexy, guess what he want? Sex. And then he gonna say, and then
what I got on.
listen, sis. Listen, sis.
Like ain't nobody got that 2 years.
Listen, sis.
That's what matters for curve and shoulder.
Listen, sis. What we out here doing to teach our people to come back and keep God's commandments. We got to keep God's commandments. That's the reason we're in this captivity right now. We need you to have on a dress. Sis, you got to.
The judgment of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How are you? People want to know who's the king.
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.